Om Mahadevaya Namah. Hello friends. In this video, we are going to understand a very important term called Bhakti. Can it be translated in one word? Bhakti is usually translated as devotion, but it has an element of intelligence as well. Let us take an example of playing flute or guitar. Can a person who has no interest in playing any instrument accomplish even the basics? But one who has focus, who does work with devotion, indeed he can. Let us take another example of studying for an exam, a competition. Here, a student studies with devotion. This devotion has an underlying intelligence to it. If there is no intelligence, how will the student advance further? With all his heart immersed, analyzing diligently, he is nurturing bhakti towards the study for examination. Similarly, a mother may raise her child with bhakti. Swordsmith makes swords with bhakti. A singer sings with bhakti. A fighter fights with bhakti. A sportsman plays sports with bhakti. A painter paints with bhakti. In all these arts and sports, can one advance further without knowledge, without wisdom, or if he blindly copies others or blindly does anything? One can see clearly that doing something with bhakti and blindly doing something have different meanings. If one drives a car with bhakti, if he analyzes and immerses in the art of driving, he drives with bliss. But if he drives mindlessly and blindly, with whatever comes to his mind, then it can cause accident and chaos. With all these examples, it becomes very clear that bhakti is neither blind nor adheres to a person. It is associated to an activity or a process, and it sharpens that process. That process, that activity, however, can be for a person or a crowd, like singing for a crowd, or driving for a customer, or cooking in a restaurant. But here, bhakti is associated with singing, driving, and cooking, not with a person or customer. In Vedic language, the term bhakti is also associated with a higher state of awareness. It is associated with truth reality as well. Again, it is not associated with a person, but a higher state of Shakti. However, when we read Bhagavad Gita, we find references where Krishna tells Arjun to become devoted to me. What is me here? Who is Arjun? Who is Krishna? Is Krishna being egotistical here to ask Arjun to become devoted to someone called Krishna, to some person? Consider the following riddle. I wear a golden coat that hides me well. I curve like a smile, a story to tell. My height is like the palm of your hand. Feel me gently, my secrets expand. Spots may appear, yet I grow more sweet. Guess who I am, the fruit you eat. Friends, can you guess the fruit as per the riddle? Please write your thoughts in the comment section. Similarly, in Rig Veda, Devi Vach reveals who she is in the hymn 10.125 with the use of words like I, me, mine. Similarly, there are texts where Devi Shakti reveals who she is, and similarly in Bhagavad Gita, Brahm reveals who it is. To understand what it means by be devoted to me, one needs to read and understand the entire Bhagavad Gita, which embraces the ancient riddle system to explain reality. This riddle system can be seen in many other Upanishads as well. Therefore, even if one comprehends it as Krishna Bhakti, one must realize the complete context as per Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, what is Shiv Bhakti? Who or what is Shiv? In this context, Tantras like Mahanirvana Tantra, Vijñan Bhairav Tantra, and other Shastras like Nirvana Shatkam, they must be referred. Friends, words like Vishnu, Shiv, Shakti have not come from English literature or French literature. We must fully understand where they have come from. We must understand the essence that is described by the Shastras. Just like physics and chemistry have a definition, a meaning given by modern science, Sanskrit terms too have a meaning given by Shastras. Do we form our own meanings of physics and chemistry? What is periodic table in chemistry? Does it have planet names written in it? If one likes forming his own meaning, then it is up to him. If someone wants to give a different definition to the Pythagoras theorem, then what can one do? We see people sharing posts and images where Shiv is depicted as some smoker or having alcohol. If it makes such people happy, if it makes them feel better and more accepted in society, it is up to them. What can one say? But one must at least think that Shastras speak of an essence which is immutable, all pervading, beyond the field of action. Why would that epitome of detachment harbor substances of intoxication or any material pleasure? Without reading, without comprehending. Some people argue then, what is Somapan? In this case, one must question on what is Som. Do the Sanskrit words like Pan or Bhog in Shastras refer to material Pan and Bhog? Is it possible that they can also refer to a higher state of Shakti? Consider the following verse from Vijñan Bhairav Tantra. स्वतंत्र आनंद चिन्ह मात्र सारः स्वात्मा ही सर्वतः आवेशनम तत्स्वरूपे स्वात्मनः स्नानम ईरितम means freedom, bliss, absolute consciousness. Such is the nectar of the truth's reality beneath the relative existence in every way. When the yogic devotion enters into that aura of reality behind the relative existence, then that process is called bathing. In this verse, bathing is not material, it has a higher meaning. Similarly, the terms like pan or bhog in Shastras often have a higher meaning. Vijñan Bhairav Tantra also provides clear meaning of jap, home, puja, dhyan, and so on. Now let us explore the origins of this word called bhakti. The word bhakti comes from the Sanskrit root bhaj. In a technical meaning, it is the higher echo, an invocation, an inner call, a reverence towards an activity or a process which sets and refines the mind and intelligence towards it. Let us outline the case of studying for an examination again. What causes this momentum of study? When does it start? Does it start a day before examination? When one knows examination is ahead, and if one does not study, then slowly and steadily he begins to feel the pressure. Is this the correct way to study? An intelligent student studies not only to secure good marks in examination, but also to fully understand his subject. This surrender, this devotion indeed is bhakti. To summarize, bhakti can be translated as devotion, but it is not without intelligence. A consistent mode of bhakti only leads to rising wisdom, greater experience, and greater efficiency. But I would draw your attention to some people, those with Macaulay mindset, who are hell-bent to destroy Sanskrit and its meaning and the backbone of Shastras. They have tried to corrupt this word. They think bhakti means faith, some sort of belief, some connected to religion. This is totally incorrect. Moreover, some people have invented terms like andhbhakt or andhbhakti, referring to blind faith. Once again, bhakti can never be blind and it is not really associated to a person. I would like to ask, how can one enjoy his tea without bhakti? How can one clean the house properly without bhakti? How can one nurture his child without bhakti? How can one study mathematics without bhakti? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Once again, bhakti improves the process, the field of action. A consistent mode of bhakti causes the rise of Shakti. Friends, I hope you liked watching this video. Please like and subscribe and consider a small donation to help this work on Shastras.